So here we see a seed that was watered, and the little seed has cracked open. That hard seed coat has cracked open, and now the root is growing down, down, down in the soil. It's pulled down with gravity, and that little bit of a stem is growing up, up, up toward the sun. And we see these two little leaves here. Those are what we call seed leaves. And those two little leaves were curled up sleeping inside that seed all the time. But now that they're starting to grow, they take the light from the sun, the bad air we breathe out, carbon dioxide, which is toxic, but the plants breathe that in, and they take up water through their roots and food from the soil. And through a process called photosynthesis, making energy from sunlight, the little plant starts to manufacture food to help the plant grow. So this is the beginning of the life of the little plant that's emerged from the seed. We call that little plant when it was an embryo plant, when it was inside, and now it's starting to grow. It's a seedling. The new plant makes leaves, flowers, and fruit. Seeds grow inside the fruit. Spreading seeds. Birds help spread seeds when they eat berries. Other animals do this too. The seeds come out in their waste and fall on the ground. So when the birds eat the berries, it goes through their digestive system, and the little seeds come out in their poop or their droppings. So other animals like raccoons will have seeds in their scat too. There's lots of different ways to call them, but it's poop or scat or midden or waste. But for some seeds, it's a very important part of its growing cycle. The birds have special juices, digestive juices, that help to remove the hard seed coat from that seed as it passes through its digestive tract. And then when it falls on the ground, it's ready to start to grow, and some of them will grow into new plants. That same thing happens when raccoons eat berries out in the woods. They'll poop and you'll see lots of seeds in there, but the raccoon actually helped that seed to lose its seed coat so it can start to grow a new plant. In Mother Earth, there's all kinds of special partnerships between plants and animals, and between different animals to help things. Different plants will work together too to help each other. It's an amazing world. The more we explore the world, the more we see what an important part we are in the cycle of life. Weather spread seeds. Dandelion seeds float to new places with the wind. We see the dandelion seeds have this little fluff on them, and when they break off from the dandelion, that fluff allows them to travel on the breeze to new places. Plants have lots of seeds because they want to have lots of baby plants. So a lot of them will develop ways to help their seeds travel to new places so their baby plants inside can start to grow. People scatter seeds. Pumpkin seeds grow well in large gardens. We usually create a little hill where we plant those pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are big, and so they need a lot of space for their vines to grow over the ground, and they form lots of leaves that will take that sunlight energy to manufacture food to help those vines and leaves grow till they're big enough to produce buds, which are baby flowers that haven't opened, and then the buds will open up, enticing those bees to come and pollinate the flowers so that a fruit, a pumpkin fruit, can start to grow. And then inside the pumpkin fruit are seeds. Seeds we eat. Many seeds are good to eat. Peas are soft seeds that grow in pods. So here we see that pea pod. The pea pod is the fruit of the plant, and these are the seeds inside. Green beans, same type of thing. The pod is the fruit of the plant. When we think about a tomato, inside the seed, inside the fruit are all those seeds that we can save to grow more tomato plants in the future. So when you're trying to decide whether a plant is a fruit or a vegetable, always think about seeds. The fruit of the plant contains the seeds. It's a very important part of the plant that allows new plants to grow in the future through those seeds. Sunflower seeds make crunchy snacks. These hard seeds grow inside the middle of sunflowers. Now, sunflowers are one of our sisters, those 4 sisters, but they're a very important source of pollen and nectar for bees and butterflies. And once the seeds form after the pollination, then they become an important source of food for squirrels and birds and people too. Also deer and rabbits, all kinds of animals will eat those seeds. And then after the sunflower plant dies off and falls to the ground, it will scatter seeds that will grow again next year. And then the plant itself will be a source of food for our decomposer pals, pill bugs, or what we call, roly-polies and worms and animals that are decomposer pals. They eat those dead plant materials and poop out new rich soil to help the next generation of plants. They enrich the soil with vitamins and help it to hold water so that plants can grow better in the future. It's a very important part of life, that decomposition cycle. Wonderful seeds, large or small, hard or soft, seeds grow into new plants. Here we see seeds from a tree. These are little maple tree seeds, and when they fly through the air, they'll twirl to new location like a helicopter. Parts of a pea plant. Here we have the stem. Here we have the seed that cracked open. When it cracks open, we call that germination. And then inside was the start of a root. Now those roots grow down, 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 pulled by gravity. And those roots are like little straws that the baby plant can suck up food and water through the root system. And that becomes part of that photosynthesis. The sunlight is absorbed through the leaves, and the leaves breathe in the carbon dioxide. And those things working together manufacture food, making energy from sunlight. And then the plants breathe out oxygen that we can breathe in. So we help each other live and be healthy on Mother Earth. We balance each other. And here we see that flower. That sweet pea flower is so sweet. And the bees will smell that sweetness, and they'll come and gather pollen and nectar from that flower, and they'll transfer pollen from another flower, and that will help that pod, that fruit, to start to grow, which contains the seeds inside. Sometimes we eat the whole pod, like if we eat snow peas or sugar snap peas. Sometimes we just eat the seeds themselves. But, we can dry those seeds, some of them, to plant next year's pea plants. That's Mother Earth's plan, to always allow for the next generation of plants. I love collecting seeds. Seeds are one of the most important parts of life. They're so important that up in the Arctic Circle, there's what they call the seed vault, the International Seed Vault, and it's like a giant bank built into a frozen cliff or cave where all the countries of the world send seeds from their country in case something happens and they need to be able to get seeds to replant their plants in their area of the planet. Seeds are more precious than money. You can grow new plants to eat and grow things you need in the world. You can't eat money. So seeds are one of the most amazingly important parts of life on Earth. And we'll have a lot of fun learning about different seeds and ways seeds travel and different plants that grow. And we'll also be learning about other ways that we can grow plants through other techniques besides just planting seeds. But every plant needs those seeds.